Good afternoon and welcome to the briefing from the Board of Directors of Gem4Me Group featuring our heads of marketing and technical development departments, which was hosted on Monday, May 25th of 2020. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of all the speakers today. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and today we have a conference during which we will be answering your specific questions that you've submitted previously, as well as we've been receiving your questions over the course of the month and will now answer them. Ekaterina Guhar, Head of PR, speaking. Good afternoon, and let's firstly discuss our PR and content activity. These notions have been continuously gaining speed, which is why I will be present during our briefings from now on to further discuss and explain what we are implementing. I will begin by discussing what we are currently working on and what is planned in the coming weeks. As of recently, we are working with 25 plus businesses and IT resources who publish our press releases. Moreover, a mass media database for sending press releases of up to 1200 plus context, and it continues growing as it is an international database. Additionally, we are also negotiating with major medias currently, and articles are planned to be published in June. Since we've recently released group calls and are awaiting for the video call function to be introduced shortly, we started working directly with bloggers and databases that allow for us to search for various bloggers to work with. As soon as video calls are introduced, we will be able to offer integration functions to the bloggers based on their content. This will also further introduce our application to the younger generation, and we implement all the various streaming platforms for it as well. Regarding the content, our Yandex.Zen channel is growing month by month, and as of today there are more than 14,000 people there. We are striving to publish materials that will be useful and of much interest for the audience, mainly targeting financial and investment themes related to working remotely, as well as discussing our Gem4Me application. Additionally, all of our social networks are also continuously publishing articles that discuss the process of developing Gem4Me and market space. Our blog of Gem4Me developers is updated daily and contain the most recent information regarding the current stage of development. Target releases about all the latest and newest introductions are also published based on the list of features being realized as well. Speaking of statistics of social networks, you can see our average amount of interaction on all the social networks that we work on. All of these posts are continuously receiving more likes and comments, and we are grateful for your interactions with them as well, as they help further promote our application and gain access to a wider audience in the future. We are also striving to broaden our topics on Yandex.Zen according to editorial policy and investor feedback, as regular access to specialized platforms with professional content development and our team of developers help us develop the highly specialized content for that particular platform, as well as attraction of the active portion of investors to create a brand neo-specific content, popularizing the Gem4Me brand. Additionally, our plans for the future development include launching Wikipedia pages in countries with a more prevalent messenger use, placing our content on user-generated content platforms, working with the active investors on creating a brand-related content, and consulting specialists on SEO and SERM. Researching markets of countries with active use of the application for further promotion, and negotiating with local agencies. And on this note, I would like to thank you for your time, as I am now passing the word to the head of our marketing department, Ekaterina Averyanova. Ekaterina Averyanova speaking. Good afternoon, and let's continue our conference today, as I will also discuss our latest marketing strategies and news and what we've achieved over the course of last month. Firstly, we focus strongly on the company's and the project's reputation, SEO optimization of the company's resources, including our partners' resources as well. We've also devoted a lot of time for SEO optimization of the stores, and our group calls were recently introduced as community management and graphic guides as well. And now, a bit of statistics. As mentioned earlier, we focused on the company's reputation strongly, and here you can see the results of screening our search engines such as Google and Yandex. We've applied certain steps to improve the overall dynamic and eliminate the negative searches. As you can see, from February through April, the amount of negative aspects has decreased up to positive, and at times neutral depictions have also increased. We achieved this by doing the following. We maximized the exclusion of negative and mixed platforms to top 10 Yandex and Google for the two searches of Gem4Me and Gem4Me reviews. The growth of positive and neutral platforms of 60% in both search engines for the searches. Deletion of negative and paid for articles, as well as publication of news SEO optimized articles about the product and the company itself. And currently we are working on review websites on the information field and operating with search results through SREM tools, which allows for us to achieve the results that we've attained so far. In other news, our SEO also received improved design and technical optimization, as we are continuing to work on a checklist for locating and eliminating errors for website indexing, introduction and settings of webmaster panels, which allows to introduce changes on the website rapidly, and optimization of mega tags for all of the website pages, which will further help us in promotional efforts, as well as internal website optimization. We're also adding a new review page to Gem4Me.com website, and its optimization, and any reviews that are left on any outside resources will be depicted there as well. Based on what we've attained so far, we are also working on the presence of our own website platform, with positive feedback in the top 10 search requests has grown, gradually eliminating platforms with negative feedback, and the whole search is becoming more presentable. Now, the future plans also include continuous elimination of platforms with negative and mixed feedback, growth of top 10 platforms with positive feedback, optimization and development of our own resources, and publishing press releases as well as articles about the project and the company itself. Moreover, we've also started optimizing our ASO. First and foremost, localization was improved, as we also introduced various new languages, which allow to further increase the conversion of user and influence the growth of organic traffic, resulting in a 76% increase compared to reporting periods. Additionally, we have released the group call functionality, which allowed for us to be aligned with other market competitors in this segment, on the foundation of which we are preparing a new advertising and promotional approach. Furthermore, based on your requests, we will discuss the application's functionality regularly, as well as add video and picture instructions for your convenience and simplicity of use. Now, this concludes yet another major milestone that brings us closer and closer in the competitive field, and on this note, I would like to thank you for your time, as I am now passing the word to the head of our development team, Vage Zakharyan. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends. My name is Vage Zakharyan, and I'm the head of development of the Gem4Me Messenger, and we'll discuss its notions today, as well as our future plans and what already has been accomplished. Firstly, let's discuss our most recent results of last week, as group audio calls functionality was released on May 20th in App Store, Google Play, and on the web version. Group audio calls are now available on the platforms between 2 users, while they are currently limited to 17 people, as we are also monitoring how they operate with a larger amount of participants and will gradually increase the amount of participants as time goes. We are also planning to allow an unlimited amount of participants to use the group call functionality in the future. A bit more details about what has already been released. As of currently, users can see a list of users. Turn their microphone off. We will also provide group administrators with this function as well, change to a loudspeaker, and ability to see who is currently in a conversation or on an active speaker. Moreover, the Android and the iOS version also now have the ability to connect to active calls. As of currently, the Join button can be found in the list of chats and in the chat itself, as well as in the group's profile. A bit about the web version. The web version also now has group calls, and all users receive notifications when the call begins. Once the call is picked up, the web version also offers an additional functionality that can minimize a current call from the full screen mode. With the call continuing, a user can also work within the messenger on the left-hand side of the screen and communicate with others. Moreover, a user can also join an active call on the web version similar to joining on the mobile versions. Additionally, here are a few of our plans for the upcoming release of June 3rd. All platforms will receive a catalog of bots, currently without the bots themselves, but the bots will be introduced at the end of June. The Android version will receive a preview of sticker packages and stickers themselves, and users are now able to view stickers enlarged. An additional logging of technical events for monitoring and correcting of errors. The iOS version will receive answers to messages, depiction of message history with slow connection, and correction of errors, while the web version will receive interaction with hotkeys, new logic of depicting messages based on the screen size, and correction of errors. We are also actively developing video calls at this time, and we will strive to introduce this functionality in the nearest time, and we hope that you will truly enjoy using it. Those were all of our news and updates, so let's now get to your questions. MarketSpace now looks good and many more stores are opening. However, foreigners cannot understand anything since it's all in Russian. Where are the 17 languages that Gem4Me has? Yes, MarketSpace is also currently being developed actively, and apart from us implementing payment gateways to it, at this time we are also redesigning it similar to the Messenger. All pages are becoming more and more fluid, while regarding languages, the Messenger's localization is not transferred to MarketSpace, and we are applying all of our efforts to hopefully adjust this notion soon. We plan for MarketSpace to have all the same 17 languages as the Messenger currently does. After the redesign, the Messenger icon on the main screen does not depict messages and call notifications. They used to be depicted previously, but now even the newer devices don't depict them anymore. This aspect slows down the promotion of our Messenger and the use of our Messenger, i.e. organic downloads. Please address this. We do have certain errors that come up on some mobile devices, but not all of them, which is why we are adding additional measures for tracing errors and are broadening our collection of mobile devices used for testing to locate as many errors before as possible. We will also work on fixing this error. The forwarded messages gets cut off. Programmers stated that the reason is due to my device and there is no way to resolve the issue, although other devices don't cut off the messages. Yes, we do have this bug at this time in the favorites section and on older mobile devices that have a smaller screen size. We will continue working on supporting older devices, but we are also focusing mostly on new mobile devices as these are more popular in use. On this note, I would like to thank you for your feedback, your questions, and your time, as we will continue working hard to bringing our application to perfection. Thank you, and I am now passing the word to Valery Ostrikov, the member of the Board of Directors. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and let's now continue our conference as well. Firstly, I wanted to add that we constantly discuss various aspects with our large team, including strategic notions. As of recently, high-tech companies are depicting major growth as a portion of the economy was forced to transfer online, and such companies have no issues with adjusting their employees to working remotely. Our platform is developing on the wave of a new technological spectrum, while our organic downloads are also starting to pick up. The notion that depicts that the new economy will completely change our daily lives once the world order is restored. Society will see the need to monetize themselves and create notions that will provide them with earnings. Our platform serves as the foundation for such tendencies, which is why we are working hard on introducing MarketSpace all over the world in the nearest time. Moreover, in modern conditions, those who chose the right sector for working on do have competition. Although we are on time with our development and it depicts that we are moving in the absolute right direction currently. Despite the fact, large companies are also joining this sector, but our advantage is the fact that we are versatile and are able to maneuver and adjust accordingly fast, which makes us highly competitive. Furthermore, we are confident that the launch of MarketSpace and generating cash flow in it leads to experience that will allow us to scale the technology and broaden it drastically. What we've attained so far with our project taking a niche in a market sector that is so rapidly developing and evolving nowadays depicts how we are able to monetize our future. On this note, I would like to thank you for your time as I am now passing the word to Alexander Kachinovsky, the member of the Board of Directors. Alexander Kachinovsky speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and let's now also continue our conference with some traditional news. A reminder of our schedule of conferences for the upcoming few weeks, so be sure to submit any questions you may have in order to have them answered in time. Let's begin with some traditional news. Each week, we summarize the results of the earnings and work conducted and the weekly earnings of those active partners. As you can see, the geography of those partners is widespread all over the course of last week. We had 21 partners from 9 countries with earnings of more than 1,000 euro, 11 partners from 6 countries with more than 2,000 euro. 6 partners from 5 countries with more than 4,000 euro, and 4 partners from 4 countries with earnings of more than 5,000 euro in just 1 week. And our top earning partner of last week earned 6,394 euro. These are the profitability rates of our project for those partners who wish to earn not just when the project is finished and is sold, but also while it is being developed. Let's make these amounts more frequent over the course of the summer, and we are confident that this is the time when big amounts can be earned. A reminder that we will continue working hard on promoting our project in various networks and channels online as you continue helping us to do so as well. Please continue monitoring our activity online as we are also separating each media channel promotion per week. It does not take much time and it is very helpful to all of us in attaining our one mutual goal and further promote the application towards our mutual goal. Let's set off this informational wave together. This week, we are working with the VK social networks to further promote us out there as well. So be sure to create a contact if you don't have one yet. In other news, we've also had some questions today as well. I would like to know why the professional landing page of Gem4Me.team was made into a very brief one-pager which does not contain much information apart from registration and purchasing the packages. All of the necessary information for promoting our project on the new landing page has disappeared. Please specify why these changes were implemented and if the old landing page can be returned for active partners. We now have a new landing page that is shorter and has concentrated information on it for your convenience when working and promoting our project. We have 2 landing pages now, one with brief and to-the-point information, and one with more detailed and more long information and other notions. We hope that these 2 landing pages will help you in your work and are excited to introduce it for your use. Please explain in much detail the formula of calculating the price of 1 share of market space based on Gem4Me plus market space being sold for 30 billion euro. Please depict the formula of calculating the value for the company, accounting for the types of shares, the company's value, and CCA. Firstly, the structure of sale is very transparent for both companies, Gem4Me and MarketSpace, in which the total is about to share is split 50-50 between the project's administration and the shareholders. At the time of sale, half the amount will be distributed to the half with the shareholders and the other half to the administration. We are not able to announce the exact amount of the sale of the application as it is illegal, but we can estimate based on other competitors on the market. In what proportion will the funds from the sale be distributed between the shareholders of Gem4Me and MarketSpace? What does that depend on? Will the funds be distributed evenly between both notions accounting for CCA? The total amount of shares of Gem4Me and MarketSpace will be combined, and we are striving to sell the application as one notion, as they both increase each other's growth drastically. The total amount of shares will be sold and the funds received will be divided between the shareholders with various CCAs and in accordance to their packages of shares owned. Do developers own shares of the company? Yes, the developers do own shares of the company as well. Please familiarize yourself with the amount of shares remaining, which is depicted here on this slide, as it continuously is decreasing week by week. A few words about our current promotions. The cashback promotion is still valid where a partner can receive 5% cashback from his or her purchases when paying for a package using encrypted currency. Also, the Maximized Advantages promotion with now 300 complimentary shares for your convenience and advantage is still available and can be used. Additionally, the Big Money promotion, as each purchase during the period of May 12th through June 1st will yield 50% more shares for buyers and 50% higher personal bonuses for sponsors. Don't forget of our CCA10, powerful surrounding promotion, which is also still available, yet the board of directors can end it at any time based on the remaining amount of shares. It is very profound and is still available. Additionally, the Spring Marathon promotion is also valid for sponsors and they participate in the marathon each week. And the top 5 winners of the Spring Marathon will also receive the marvelous iPhone SE as a prize for their hard work as well, so be sure to participate and work hard. Moreover, we also have an additional prize fund of 20 Samsung Galaxy A51 smartphones. 5 smartphones, 1 in each category, will be drawn on May 18th, May 25th, May 31st, and June 8th during the news conferences between the finalists and partners who completed the conditions of the marathon each week. And today we will draft the second portion of 4 smartphones between the sponsors in the categories of this past week. And before we proceed to this week's marathon stage, I would like to read some reviews from the winners of the lottery and last week's stage. I have been a Gem4Me investor for several years now. The most recent purchase of shares granted me with a rather exciting present in the lottery, a MacBook laptop. I am confident that my expectations and expectations of their other investors will reward us with high profitability and all of our dreams will come true. Thank you for such marvelous lotteries. I wish great luck to everyone and thank the company's administration for steering us towards success in such difficult times. Greetings from the sunny Kyrgyzstan. A year ago I attended a Gem4Me presentation. I also listened to an online presentation recently on May 9th and made the decision to become a shareholder, and I also won a marvelous prize, a MacBook. A major gratitude to the board of directors for such marvelous presents. I am also grateful to my sponsors who told me about the project. Good luck to all. I would like to express my sincere gratitude for the smartphone that I received on May 18th. Moreover, this is not the only present as my portfolio of shares grew by 3 times over the course of last month. Marvelous presents can be received just by promoting Gem4Me, and as not everyone can afford buying them. Shares can be received for promoting the project and not just be purchased. Gem4Me is our hope. Gem4Me is our capital. Gem4Me is success and luck, and Gem4Me is IT Global. Once again, a major gratitude to the board of directors, Sergei Samsonov, Nadezhda Sukhneva, Olga Kim, Tatiana Pak, and all of our partners. And now, without any further ado, let's get to the second stage of the marathon, in which we will give 4 Samsung Galaxy A51, and 1 in each category among sponsors who completed the conditions in their category over the course of last week. And the first category of a partner and a Silver Master. Let's see who the most active and lucky sponsor was this week, and it is Irina Bespalova from Russia. Congratulations, Irina, and we hope you truly enjoy your brand new gadget. Let's get to the second category, and the winner in this category is Saule Abdulina from Russia. Congratulations, and we are also looking forward to your review next week. And now, the next category of Platinum Masters is here. Let's see who was able to attain the requirements for this category last week, and it is Marina Dirindyeva from Perm, Russia. Congratulations, Marina, and great job. And now, the final prize is between Diamond Master with a minimum turnover of 3,240 euro. And let's find out. The lucky sponsor for this category is Stanislav Bayarkin from Izhevsk, Russia. That is great. Congratulations to all the winners today. We thank you for your time and wish you prosperous weeks full of work and profound earnings. And on this note, I would like to thank you for your time, and until we meet next week.